We're looking at two superior modern novels today. The first is a novel by Peter Carey, an Australian, called Bliss. It was published in 1980-81, and it's a story about an executive who has a heart attack, dies for a moment, comes back and realizes that his life is hell. And the rest of the novel follows the protagonist, and we see that, yeah, he's not far off. Everywhere he looks, there's corruption, degeneracy, corruption in his business, degeneracy in his family, and the only thing that's redeeming is a relationship he forms with a hippie girl, and it brings a sort of gentleness to the novel that's probably necessary, but he does a good job of it. It's not a saccharine love affair or anything like that, and clever all around, but Carey is a good writer, and you have to go through, the harrowing before you can come to the redemption, and he's good at this. So he's also he follows his own career path. Peter Carey was a marketing executive before he left that career to become a writer, and a very successful writer. Peter Carey has written, as I mentioned before, a collection of short stories, The Fat Man in History, brilliant. And he's gone on to write a long string of highly successful novels. And from the novels I've read, this one is the one I prefer. Everyone probably has their own favorite, but this is the one I prefer. And it ranks up there, although, is it my imagination? I guess I don't have my thumb on the pulse of modern literary criticism, but this novel, was it given its due? I don't know, but I give it due here as one of the best and one of the better modern novels that you're likely to read. The second book is, this is like a standalone book in many ways. It's in my opinion, head and shoulders beyond many other books and many other modern novels, and that is a novel called The Information by Martin Amis. Recently deceased, Martin Amis was a literary figure, but also famous for being a literary figure. And he wrote this novel, informed as it is by, as almost all his novels are, by his own life and his own literary opinions. And this novel is quite brilliant. It follows two people, juxtapose two people, and Amis does that a lot. But he does this brilliantly. A very successful author and a very unsuccessful one, and he intertwines them in the plot with brilliant comedy, brilliant satirical insight, characters that you won't soon forget. Skazi, wonderful names of characters you won't soon forget. And so Amis is he's the son of his father, also was a writer, and the Amis family were quite well placed in the literary firmament. So Martin Amis is he and his father have, I just want to point this out, when I point out that his book, The Information, is one of the best, it did not receive any accolades. That is, it wasn't even, did it make a long list of the Booker Prize? No. And you had people like George Steiner at the time saying, this is a scandal. It's obviously long list, should be on short list, should be. Martin Amis, I thought, was very gracious in saying that his writing does not create consensus. And that's what you have to win prizes. You have to have consensus. Anyway, these two novels, I give them the Book War Prize, and they're both number one. I'm sure you'll enjoy them both.